also can't hear this music, so... welcome, Split 2 and Split 3. Here are your pre-race standings. Split 2 there. Someone top, I don't know who that is. It's Volunteer, someone or other. Dave Ogden second, Grant Eckett third, Simon Westerer fourth, Jimmy Lynn fifth, Declan Brogan sixth, Ivo Zorcic, Liam Holmes, Christoffel Verboven, and Greg Ellis make up your top 10 leading into round 4. And Split 3, you got Victor. Oh no, where's the button?
Bolchik.
Thank you. Number 2, ignore him, he's quit, we don't like him. Number 3, Stefan Hechtel, James Smagglesgale, 5, Felipe Morna, Bob Jones up in P6, loving it. Boyan Slavchev, P7, Piero Maffei, P8, Felipe Diaz, P9, and Norman Bruce, P10. Right, let's get to qualifying. And Liam, I've forgotten. Oh, are you back?
I'm back, sorry, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
back.
Welcome, Liam, again to yet another round. Oh no, you can't see the screen. Hang on.
Oh yeah, I forgot
I've got a
that.
black screen. Hang on, we've got double black screen. Let me share with you first. The stream can wait, they'll entertain themselves. What am I doing? I'm sharing.
Chat amongst yourselves.
Ah, do you know, I got one step closer to fibre today. I didn't quite get there. They've connected it from the road to my house, but then it turns out they haven't turned the node on, so...
Nice.
Good. Cheers,
Good, didn't they,
lads.
like that?
Yeah, cheers, lads. Right. What have I got to do here? This is where Dave shows his boomer tendencies. Alright, I want to do that. And then I want to add a source. Let me add a source. There it is. I want to do screen capture. Yeah. And I want to do that bad boy. But I want to put them down the bottom. I want to put them in there. No, I want to put them down the bottom of there. Oh, I'm nearly there. I'm nearly there, chat. There we go. I got there. I think you can see it now.
Yeah, we got it.
Nice. Oh, look at that. Living the dream. Right, so. Split 3. Kyalami. Very hot. Very, very hot. But yeah, split 3. I think we have Mr.
Bolchik.
I was about to say we're viewing Liam Deary. I thought Liam Deary put it on pole.
Pulled down. Well, there we go. He's improving all the time.
Yeah.
What
Bit
lap?
sharp for the books. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
No, you're okay. P lap 6. I don't know. Probably last is a 147. It's not that one. 146. Oh, that's because I'm looking at Liam. Like, he's not putting it on pole with a 146. Come on. 142.662. Yeah, it's that one, isn't it? It's that one. Right. We'll go on board. Sorry, Liam, if you're in chat. You are. There we go. It's the problem is, Liam, Kyalami was, very, very dry, very, very hot, not suited to a boat camouflage, boatly. So that's why you've struggled. So yes, Victor, this is at least his second pole position, I think.
Yeah, he did it. He was at Mazzano, wasn't he? He was on pole.
So we had Mr. We'll get it out of the way of the doors, but we had Mr. Gragiers putting it on pole a couple of times. He's quit the league without telling us. So lovely chap, really big fan. Admin love it when you just quit. He complained about one of his penalties in Alton.
Just thought, screw you guys. I'm
And
off.
then he threw his toys out the pram, I think. So good times.
What was this time? 42.6. That's pretty good for
That's pretty quick.
split 3.
Pretty quick. I think Victor is knocking on the door.
Yeah.
Split 2 next season.
He's more than knocking on it. I think his foot's in it.
Yeah. And that's the police rule, isn't it? Once their foot's in the door, you have to let them in.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Cavity searches and all.
I think that's a PLR special.
Yeah, Papa does that one.
Yeah.
Spanking followed by cavity search.
Oh, there we go. Misano, Spa, now Kyalami. It was his first time with Kyalami. What? Still put it on bloody pole. Right.
Presuming he either had a crash or pitted.
Yeah. Well, it was a tricky one, wasn't it? 17. Well, we were actually talking about this before we went live. 70. Excuse me, I'm drinking. 70-minute race, boiling hot. Fantastic lap, by the way, Victor. Before we go pop on to the race, but yeah, boiling hot. 70-minute race, no mandatory pit stops. It was a crash apparently. And
Nice.
Sausage, thank you for. Oh, Mr. Dan is back. We need a chat about your boyfriend, Dan, because I don't think he's turned up for a race yet. Or at most he's turned up for one, and that's not very good. But good to see you back yesterday. Right. But what was I talking about? Yeah, 70-minute race. No mandatory pit stops. So if we really want... yes, don't worry, we'll be watching that, Lewis. You really need to try and no-stop this. Certainly in Split 2, the people who finished at the front no-stopped. I don't know what it was like in... Yeah, don't worry, Lewis, I got it. In Split 3, how many people pitted in Split 3?
Has it got it on SGP?
I don't think it does. I'm just looking at chat. I know I can see some Split 3 drivers.
Yeah, you can see, obviously... Well, the people that finished at the top obviously didn't, because they've got no long laps. Cool.
There we go. Yeah, no, I mean, look, Dan, I'm willing to give, a good chunk of leeway, but it's gonna be something I'm gonna have a little moan about later, not at Tig, but just in general, about some World Tour stuff. But we'll get there. Let me finish my beer first. Let's try and enjoy some racing before I get fully into moan mode. Right, let's have a look at the grid, shall we? Let's see if I can remember how to do this. Probably not, let's be honest.
I was just looking. It looks like 16th downwards pitted. I haven't looked at all of them, but anyone...
I don't know how much. Some of that might be for damage as well. Maybe planning a no stop. Okie doke. Right. Split 3. Osric. I wouldn't worry about that one. There are others. Turns out Liam wasn't the only person you hit. But anyway. Jeff, it's the Nations League. Like, nobody cares. Nobody gives a shit about the Nations League. Come on. Right. Victor leading the way with another pole position. Felipe in second. I think this is a debutant, Mr. Oh, for God's sake. Why did I let him in the league? Magnus, well done for your third place. Stephen Buckley in fourth. Callum in his tie-dye Honda is in fifth, his debut in Split 3 as well. Enrico up in sixth, back from holiday, tanned and ready to go fast apparently. Ian Prentice up in P7. There's Dale with a 10-second penalty because he's a disgusting dirty driver. Then we've got Bob Jones in 9th. Is it Stefan Hechdell in 10th? I
think it was, yeah.
Yeah, 10th. Smagglesgale in 11th. Chaz in 12th. Look, Chaz, I got your livery. There we go. Chief Detective Inspector. I've given her a promotion, I think. He's been promoted since last week. Colombo is in 13th. Dabrowski, potentially another debutant actually, in 14th. Lewis Kett in 15th. Van Elter in 16th. Moran back on the grid in 17th. Hurler in 18th. Maffey 18th. 19th even. It's not Nathan, it's Norman Bruce in 20th. Dave Crowley in 21st. Korsos, who I think is actually the Cookie Monster.
Eric.
Yeah. Which is my name, so you can't be having that. He's in 22nd. Boyan, not Bruno, is in 23rd. Slavchev. Liam Bao, 24th. Osric is 25th. Liam Deary, 26th. Apparently, although I can't see his car. And Paul Cook be with a second K in 27th. Right, let's let them do some warming up bits. Right, what do we have on the spreadsheet, Liam?
Right, so we had Lewis and
Van
Thomas.
Eltron,
Yeah, down into the T1, I guess.
It was before T1. I've watched this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And we had Colombo and Dabrowski as well, but I think that's later on in the.
Oh yeah, that's down from the hairpin down the hill. Yep, down the mine shaft, or whatever it's called.
And we got Eric Mugero and Gora. Oh no, sorry, that's split 2. There's another one. Dave Crowley and Boyan Slavchev.
Oh yeah,
and
that's
Liam
into
Deary
the kink.
Colombo.
And then Liam Deary and Colombo into the final corner.
Yeah.
But actually, all things considered, I was semi-expecting a split 3 Carnage Fest, which you haven't really had one yet. As we see a little bit of clipping there from Van Eltron. But
I think everyone's panicking to get to there.
Yeah, but we haven't seen the big smash yet from Split 3, have we?
No. We've had some minor incidents, nothing huge yet.
Oh, am I seeing in chat then Enrico Itri? Oh no, because he was way up the. Yeah, I think he's back in the pits. His ignition button didn't work. Your ignition button was still on holiday, Enrico. So we can see a big old gap there. But yeah, Split 3 has actually, despite some complaints from drivers about incidents in Split 3 has actually been quite clean, all things considered. Especially on lap 1, which is really good to see, because this is the split where you're going to be learning stuff, and you expect the bigger things to happen, but it hasn't quite happened yet. Although this is interesting, so interesting to see your take on this.
Here we go. I think there's not really any excuses for trashing. Oh, I thought it was going to get further than that, but
yeah. So we'll pop back.
I wasn't really watching. I wasn't expecting.
Wasn't expecting it that early. Yeah.
I was waiting for the T1 carnage rather than. But Lewis is giving him space. I'm putting that on the Mercedes, really.
Yeah, same.
Lewis is following the track round.
Yeah, because he goes straight, but the track is kinked right, so that essentially means you're turning left.
Yeah, but you can see the line.
Yeah, and then what happens after? I mean, it's a small touch, which, you know, what happens afterwards is just racing.
Yeah, I think
it's unfortunate.
People who got caught up
yeah,
it's
just Lewis has no chance here. Bouncing back across the track. I think there's a couple of people who get caught up in it. The Cookie Monster here gets caught up in it. I think Osric got a little touch, not too bad. There was another one who got hit harder, I think. Yeah, that's a Lexus down here.
He did well to avoid that.
He did well to avoid, yeah. So I mean, there are worse T1s. Yeah. So unfortunately, that is probably on Thomas. But considering that sent someone bouncing back across the track, everyone survived pretty well.
Yeah, and took out, 3 or 4 cars.
Yeah, the next incident doesn't actually happen until down the hill after the hairpin, so it's pretty good.
The kink. What's the kink? Oh, the horrible corner.
The Kyalami salami.
Yeah. Okay. Honestly, I don't know why they could have put a smaller curb in there to put people off going over it, rather than one that's just going to absolutely murder you.
Cheetah is its name. What, the kink is called Cheetah?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm calling it the Kyalami salami. That's fine.
It sounds.
Everyone knows what you mean.
Got a ring to it.
Right. So who I want to follow down here, actually, I think is Chief Inspector.
Yeah, I think it was.
Chief Inspector. Oh, just a little touch, and then boff, and then watch this. Oh,
I saw this.
Yeah, it's like a proper body check.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one of those again. Who is thinks Dabrowski? Yeah. It's a deceptively tough corner, this one. Because it's quite easy to drift wide through it. Right? Yeah. Even though it's just flat. Right?
Yeah, such a long...
He's not even taking it flat, he's still drifted wide. And then... Oh, I just want to watch that one more time because that kind of...
It was kind of... What's the saying?
6 of one, half a dozen of the other.
That's the one. That's what I was thinking. Yeah. Like he kind of cuts it a tiny bit, but then the other guy kind of runs a little bit wide.
It's a tough one. Okay, so we've got one of them in chat. We've got one of them in chat. So Malv, I'm assuming. Hang on, who's Malv in chat? Which one are you? So I think I have a view on this and which way it may go. Should probably check what I actually put because I've already looked at this. Can I remember what I've actually put? Can you tell me what they say in chat? I think one of the drivers is chat. Oh, okay.
Yeah, Malvagius is Ricardo Colombo.
Oh, he's Colombo, is it? Okay.
He's put Valambo in chat.
Chief Inspector. Okay.
Valambo.
Right. I'm just pulling up. Great broadcasting here, I know, but I'm just pulling up the stewarding log to see what I've actually written on this because I was looking at this earlier. I can't remember, but it's quite a lot has happened today. Right, what did I put? Okay, so what I've put for this, because the second steward hasn't responded yet, I have put initially racing instant, but I could be persuaded to give 5 points to Jaroslaw. Because I think he just drifts a tiny bit wide here. I think Ricardo's given enough room there, but it's such a tiny tab. It's such a difficult corner, and what happens afterwards is just.
Can we see the Ferrari's driver his inputs? I think he's just understeered.
Yeah, like he's
just turning too much, if anything, and it's.
And I don't think he was even full throttle. Like he was already off the throttle.
He's hit those bumps, unsettled the car, understeered.
Yeah, because look, if you look at the throttle bottom right, he's not full throttle, and this is a full throttle corner.
He's lifted.
He's lifted. Like it's hard. I know the outcome is horrendous. Yeah. But
was it only those two that?
Yeah, it's only those two who got caught in it, and I think actually Dabrowski comes off worse. It's a really tough one. I'm not sure much is going to happen. It certainly wasn't deliberate or careless.
I think at most it's a 5 second, but
yeah, exactly. And then we have we watch Mr. Slavchev come through, so obviously lots of stuff going on, rejoins and whatnot.
Cool. Yeah, so
that's just awkward, but then he's sent it up the inside of Cheetah, which is just, I know, as we see Callum has come a cropper all by himself, that is. But yeah, this is just a little bit naive. You're not going to send it up the inside there. It's not a kink for two cars. It's very rarely a kink for one car, if we're completely honest. So there may be something coming, Slavchev. Watch my point of view. Who's Smags? It's Smagger's Gale, I'm assuming, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
He's fallen from the lofty heights of the winner.
No, exactly. Yeah,
he's
not a fan of Kyalami, apparently. But they're all going on in front of him here. They're just gonna. Ooh! Yeah. Although to be fair, I think he did better than. Where is he? Poor Callum. he's like, yeah, I've got through that one. 5th place, happy days. And then, oh, he's even completely lifted. Oh no. And then he just has
the
to
brakes,
sit.
though.
Yeah. Look how long he waits. He even goes forward a bit there to get out of the way. Oh!
Oh, Jesus!
That was, I think I recognise that car. That
was that Liam Bow?
No, that was it Liam? I think it may have been Dan. Or was Dan first? Or Dan may have been first.
It was the Red Bull one, I think.
The Red Bull one.
Guess he couldn't really see him.
Yep. Oh dear. And I think there's just one little more touch at the back, which we'll just look at quickly. I think it's Colombo rejoining.
You don't want to lose it, is he?
He's just going to give Liam a little push. Man. Yeah, I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world, but it's also a bit careless, and I'm guessing Dave's doing some damage. Yeah, I mean, a relatively eventful lap one for a couple of people, I think.
Yeah, we've definitely had worse lap ones.
No, we certainly have. And, you know, the Kyalami salami is always going to kill a couple of people.
Yeah, it's always going to have a few victims.
Yeah.
Probably every lap.
It's true. I mean, and that's the great thing about Kyalami. You can just kind of sit behind someone and wait for them. With the S's, like to try and kill you.
Yeah. That corner they've just gone around. If you get that a tiny bit too wrong, it'll kill you.
Yeah, it's very easy to kind of get like exit oversteer on this track, I feel.
Yeah.
Trying to get the power down. So yeah. Right. What do we have? We've got lap 3 and 4. We've got a whole bunch of lap 3 and 4. Okay, Dave Crowley wants to be on the telly, so that's fine. So, okay, we're going to start. Just watch this go around a bit. Let me catch up with.
Who's Rev Rusty?
That's Lewis Kett, I think.
He says, watch Bazik on lap 2 from his perspective, or his lap 3.
I was in the pits. Okay. There are a few things we will look at on lap 3, so we'll get to that.
Guessing he comes out of the pits behind him.
Is that him down there? Or? Quite a few in the pits on the first lap. I guess Lewis did actually have quite big damage, so that's fair enough. Right, I think this is the first one we need to watch on the list.
It's lap 3, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the hairpin. Okay, so we've got half a lap to wait here. Lewis can't see anyone yet. Where's Victor?
Behind him, isn't he?
It's ahead of him, isn't it? Oh, he's behind him. Yeah, you're right.
I bet it wasn't too. Oh, you were loving it in the Bentley, I expect, just riding all the curbs here.
But
or was
no,
it's
killer? No, it's actually one of the more difficult ones because normally in the Bentley you ignore the curbs. The curbs here still try and kill you. Like obviously the salami tries to kill you, and the S's. If you override them, they don't care. Yeah, they'll kill you anyway.
I suppose they are quite big, aren't they? Yeah. In the middle bit.
Yeah, and you're also like turning on them and trying to get on the power all at once. So this is the first one.
It's aggressive, I think.
Yeah, it's a lunge. I don't think you can really argue that he's turned in on you there.
Waswick reported it.
No.
Okay,
I think he may have been slightly unhappy at this. But if anything, I would put this on Osric.
Yeah.
Because he's come from a long way back.
Yeah. If someone reported
and you're not on the apex, you need to go very narrow if you're going to send it from that far back, and you haven't.
Yeah, watching it again, actually, I'm not sure if he would have made the corner just, but
he wouldn't have made the overtake.
I'm rewatching how far back he came from. He came from when I was initially watching. I wasn't fully watching, and it didn't look so bad, but he was at least a car lengths behind.
Right, so I want to go back to this and give Dave Crowley some... Oh god, yeah, it's all going on here. Let's flip back and watch some of this. I'll watch Dave's lap.
Close racing it.
Osric says in chat, my braking zone was completely different than his. Yeah, but you're the car following, so you need to change your braking zone to account for the car in front's braking zone. And you may have been making the corner very deep, but you wouldn't have been making the overtake.
Liam. Is that Liam that just...
It was Liam, yeah.
Stage left?
It was. I think he got... This nearly happened to me a couple of times in the S's, actually. You think you're doing fine. Do you just take a bit... Oh, there was oversteering into it. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I mean, he's done... This is so easy to go into the wall there as well, so he's done well to save it.
Each other space.
Yeah, that's nice. A little cut back. A little over under. We like that switcheroo. It's petrifying going side by side down here.
Yeah.
You're like looking at the radar, try not to, because it is actually quite easy to lose it into the braking zone if you're not if the wheel isn't straight. Like,
yeah.
Nice.
Is there an instant here, or is this just?
No, it's just good racing. Like,
all right, yeah, I was about to say it's.
He's backed way out there as well. I mean, that is.
Yeah, he backed out for this.
Yeah,
one as well.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
like, I think he was actually ahead. You could argue that's yours, but I think he's realised the danger.
Yeah, I didn't think the Ferrari wasn't giving that up, was he? It was just Dabrowski.
Yeah,
he's got a ton of damage as well.
Yeah, because he was the one at the end of down the hill, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Lap 4.
See here.
Are we going on to lap 4 now? Is that? Yeah. So we want to follow Chaz and Dale. Look at Dale up in 7th, Bob in 5th. Loving it.
I couldn't believe when Bob said after he had a podium. Good on Bob.
Well, Osric, that one hasn't actually been reported yet, but I will say if I was looking at that as a steward, you'd be getting penalty points and losing a position, personally. You've sent it from downtown.
Yeah, too far.
Yeah, that's a lunge.
Had you been alongside his rear wheel kind of thing, then
exactly.
it would have been acceptable, but
yeah,
you were like a car length gap between you and him.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, nobody crashed. It was just a bit of door banging and so be it. So it's not. It won't be the worst thing we see tonight, so I wouldn't worry too much about it. But
I'm looking forward to the. I thought this was going to be a quiet one.
Oh, Tommy Atkins, dirty driver. Oh, and then no, synchronized curbage. Oh no. I mean, just
what was that? The sausage got him. That was. Did Dale go as well?
Both. They both went.
Oh, that's a major.
Oh, Dale. Off.
I feel like sometimes you watch someone in front of you do something and you do the same thing as well.
Yeah.
Like...
And then we just watch Chaz. He's seen the bump. He's done exactly the same thing. Oh, no.
Sorry, who's Dead Prime? Who was that?
Is that Liam Bow? I think. I'm still trying to learn. ABS on 2. There we go. We've got It is, yes. Okay, cool. We've got Conrad in chat. ABS on 2, Dale. You need to get him in the academy, Conrad.
That's because he was using my setup and that was what was working for me. So I think he just left it.
Okay, we need to remember lap 18 apparently. Liam, in the future, please use the spreadsheet. That's why it's there. Because there's no guarantee I'll remember to go to lap 18 when you get there. Right. Although, to be fair, we don't have anything until lap 18 now, do we? So, by the looks of it, in the spreadsheet.
Where are you seeing lap 18?
Liam's just said it in chat.
Oh, in chat, okay.
Apparently we've got to watch... Okay. We've got to watch Smaggles' point of view again.
Yeah,
in that corner? Or... Yeah, probably in that corner. Okay.
And Liam Bow, I guess, if that's who the Dead Prime is.
Well, it's not about time, it's just that I will forget.
Oh, sorry, right, okay. I'm
Oh god. Oh. Whee! Through the middle. Beautiful.
Thread the needle.
Right, I'm gonna flick forward to about here-ish and let's see where everyone is. Oh! Right, so we've missed... What happened to Batchik? Boljic. Where did he die? Lap 9. He's died... No, before lap 9. He's down in P6 here. Okay, so he's died somewhere around here. Let's watch him until he dies. Lap 7 with you and Bruce.
There we go.
Oh, that's another corner that can kill it. Oh, he's got out of the way. Fair enough. Well done. Yep.
Oh, he's always done the donut.
It's horrible when
he's going to rejoin there.
He's gone the other way. Look, it's horrible when that happens, isn't it? You're like, okay, go, 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 and you just spin again. The frustration. The frustration. Oh, that sucks. Okay, so apparently lap 7. I think it's down to T1 if I remember. Oh, sorry, Lewis. I'm not going back all the way to that fault. Please, in the future, use the spreadsheet so we can kind of plan this out. I can't go back and forward all night on this, unfortunately. Oh.
Oof. Osric.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any question about that.
No, that's... I think you had some kind of defense on the first one. This is 100% on you.
Poor old Nathan.
He's been hit so hard, his name's changed from Nathan to Norman. I mean, I can see your point, Osric, but again, you're the car behind. It's on you to react to what's going on ahead of you. I mean, we can go on board with Norman and see what happened. TC1, brave man. He's just run a little bit wide there. I mean, he's on throttle. You've just come and absolutely murdered him from behind. Right. The speed you must have come in there. Yeah, you've done an early. What you've done there is, if we slow this down, I think you give a little burst of throttle. Here, yeah, you get back on throttle, which normally you're trying to make this corner as tight as possible, to then take the right-hand corner flat. Yeah. Again, so I feel like I'm bashing you here, but I mean, you're in chat and you're asking about incidents, and that's your fault, so I feel like I should explain why it's your fault.
Yeah.
You're the car behind, so it's on you to react to what's going on behind you. Norman hasn't really done anything wrong here. He's gone a little bit wide, and kind of, he's maybe a little bit slower, but people are allowed their own lines through corners. And what you've done is you've taken the corner exactly as you would always take it, and you've just driven straight into the side of it. Like, there is no other way to say that anything else but that's your fault, unfortunately. It's just one of those things. And then you've driven off. So, yeah, probably a place penalty as well, I'm afraid. See me hit the wall like the else on that. No, we can watch that, because that's actually forward from where we are now. But I mean, I guess it'll be interesting to see, like, those in exactly, and that's what a lot of Split 3 is. It's a lot of living and learning, and as long as you learn from your, not all mistakes either, it's just kind of experience of situations, right? And it's a very close, and it's one of the things I'm going to get to probably when we're on Split 2 and talking about things. Because the drivers are a lot closer now, we've gone to 3 splits in terms of time, you're going to have a lot more kind of close battling than you would have potentially previously. I know also you're new to the league, but those who were in Split 2 last year will understand. And you're going to be in situations more often than you would have been previously, so more stuff is going to happen. Which is why I actually think Split 3 has been super clean. Because if anything, I was expecting more incidents this year, because the field is that much closer. which is why we've had kind of more in Split 2, I think, because that's just a super competitive split. And it's also why some people are throwing their toys out of the pram, because they don't like it when things happen to them. Even if it isn't directly directed against them, if that makes sense. But oh, Dan. Right, okay. Is it this one? Do you die this one? No. Yes. Yes. Yes, you got there in the end. To be fair, you held that okay. There are no creations to make it... Well, maybe that's it. Plenty of creations to make a mess in Split 2. Especially last night. There's some interesting stuff to talk about in Split 2 when we get there. Okay. Without...
Sorry, I'm just trying to look for something in the replay that I was going to add to Split 2.
Okay, all good, that's fine. I will flick across. So I think the next one to split through we have is lap 32, unless someone shouts very loudly in chat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flick up to lap 20 and we'll see where everyone is. So, got Felipe Diaz leading the way. He's having a good season, is Felipe. Good to see. Lap 18, please. Oh, thank you. See, I told you, this is why I forget. If it isn't on the spreadsheet, it doesn't exist to me. I think we've seen enough. We're going to see plenty of Kyalami, Salami deaths. We still need to get through all the Split 2 as well. So lap 18... where is Liam? Is it this? Is this what I'm looking at? I see it. I see it. Ooh. Simon, you may be involved in one of them, yeah. But you're in the clear, I think. Overtake on Moran. Okay, so I'm going to stick with this, MLM. I'm quite happy to stick with it. That is very true, Conrad. Yeah, so Felipe Diaz has a habit when we do GT4 leagues that he drives the Maserati. Because apparently his balls are 3 times the size of everyone else's. Yeah, so anyone who can do that in the GT4... Sorry, I was just reading chat there. On the seat, yes, on the seat made of spikes. So if he can do that, no wonder he's doing better in the GT3s with the actual kind of electronics. Okay, so we're watching Liam close it. Moran up in 9th, loving it back in the... Oh god, no, that's not the way through the S's, Dan. Okay, you're going to send it the hairpin. Dan's gone right. Okay, you got this. Yeah, very nice. Is Dan going to cut back, or are you keeping it narrow? Oh! Well, I was like, is Dan going to cut back? No, he's going to be absent. Yeah, okay. New nickname for Ricardo is the Spanish Inquisition, because he arrives when you least expect him. Here he is. Alright, so he's watching this happening. He's like, I'll have a bit of that, thank you. Oh, fuck me, there's another one!
Missing. What? I need to come and see this. What am I missing?
Right, okay, if you haven't seen this, I'm going to go back here. Right, so... What the fuck is going on? So this is Liam Bao overtaking Dan Moran up into the hairpin. So, you know, nice move, gets it nicely done, and then
yeah.
car appears.
Oh.
And you're like, oh, for God's sake, right, okay, so... Colombo's appeared. Not having the cleanest races, Ricardo, but, you know, he's tried to... What he's tried to do is just... follow it through, right? Yeah, and then, there's another one!
Oh my god. So it wasn't even Colombo's fault.
No, it wasn't. No, he wasn't actually that bad because he couldn't actually go more to the inside because Chaz has arrived. There's not another one. Where's... No, okay, Boyan's a bit too... You can't reach it from there, Boyan. That's a view. Look at that. How far have you come from, Chaz? Chaz is like, I can get 3 positions here, easy. Watch.
I was about to say, that's a send.
Oh. Yeah. So...
They were lucky that everyone ended up facing the right
exactly,
direction.
that could have... so... And to be fair, you know, I know Chaz is in chat, so we've done it to Osric. We're going to do it to Chaz. Chaz, you're the car behind. This is very bad awareness. Like, there's 3 cars here. Someone's going to be on the inside. You can't just launch it up there from that far back without... Like, you need to give yourself an option to go the other way. You've just yeeted it in there, and there's nowhere else you can go. I'm amazed nobody's properly died there. That's brilliant. Don't tell me Ricciardo feels he has to give the place back. Nothing wrong with that. There we go. There's Tommy. Yeah, we'll get to you, Tommy. Yes, I do enjoy that Senna quote. If you don't go for a gap that exists, you're no longer a racing driver. Yes, but you also need to deal with the consequences if you're not Senna and you get it wrong. But anyway, cool. Right, I think I need to go. I was going through the. I'm gonna go lap 20. Okay, so we've got Diaz from Camille. Oh, he's actually very close. Actually, he's only 0.8 behind. Then we've got Prentice, Ian having a very good race in P3 with his delayed 5-second penalty, which is actually going to hurt him at the end. We've got Bob Jones in P4. Stephen Buckley coming into the pits? Yeah, into the pits, P5. So Stephen's not going the distance. Julian Hurler in P6. Smaggersgale. Hey, this is a bit of a comeback. Up in P7. We saw him down in the mid-20s, didn't we? Earlier on, we've got Liam Bow, P8. Survived the salami that time. Chaz. Oh, there's a wild Paul Kirkby has appeared. Oh, he's diving into the pits. Dan Moran also into the pits. Dale Atkins up to P11. Boyan into the pits. P12. Callum up to P13 after his lap 1 into them. Enrico, after starting from the pits, got up to P14. Oh look, he's even got his indicator on. What a polite driver Enrico is. He's pitting. Stefan in P15. Piero in P16. Victor down in P17 after starting on pole. I think he pitted as well, didn't he? Yeah, he pitted lap 9 after his crash.
Sorry, I'm back.
You're okay?
I found it.
I found it. Going through the... are you talking about the lap drivers by any chance? Colombo,
no.
Okay, P18. Liam up in P19. Norman, aka Nathan, up in P20. I presume you pronounce that Jaroslaw? Dabrowski in P21. Osric P22. Lewis P23 in Waffle Racing. And Paul Kirkby in the pits. Going in the pits must be signalled. Well, there we go. Road etiquette, Enrico Itri in chat, everyone. Right, we're going to skip along now to lap 34 and 36. We've got a lap 34. Oh no, we've got a lap 30. Sorry, I lie. Callum Wells Fry and Dale Atkins. We have admin on admin action.
One loves to see it, don't they?
It doesn't seem like too many split 3 drivers went all the way, given how many people we just saw in the pits. Lap 30. Oh, hello. Right, were they... Okay, we'll follow it from here for a bit, given we just skipped about 15 laps. So Dale, the defender, Atkins, in front of Callum, commentator Wells Fry, in his tie-dye Honda. If you haven't listened to Callum's debut and commentating on the Thursday Variety League, sponsored by Festico Drinks, by the way, he has a very different energy to Juan, shall we say. It was quite amusing. I quite enjoyed it. I don't know whether you're back again on Thursday, Callum, if you're in chat, but Yeah, Dale's not going to give that up, is he? There we go. He's going to hold it around the outside and then take the inside for the next corner, I assume. Oh no, he's tucked in behind. Oh, it's not like Dale to give up so easily.
No. He was just like king of like defending and stuff, wasn't he? And maybe he learned.
Please remember my question for the flag for damage. Yes, you are right. What lap did you crash? That is Mr. Oh, it's Chief Inspector, isn't it?
18, did he say? Was it 18? After the... yeah, he just said 18 after the Osric incident, which is what we were talking about at the time. Let's see if we'll find it.
It's Colombo. Okay. I think he crashes like... last lap. He crashed last lap. Okay, well, we'll get to that. We'll watch the other ones first and then we'll come to you. Chat, remind me, we need to talk about the rules ACC has around pitting for severe damage. And I think it got Ricardo disqualified, and we just want to kind of clarify what happened. Okay. Lap 34, Boyan's got a couple. Lap 34 and lap 36. Let's jump onto those. Lap 34. So Boyan in 14th, so let's quickly, while we're waiting for Boyan to crash. So Magnus Zuski. Yeah, Magnus is leading the way from Felipe by about 3 seconds. Prentice in 3rd, Jones in 4th. Smaggersgale up to 5th. That's a hell of a recovery drive. Abraham 6th. Wells Fry 7th. And another good recovery drive after being essentially last on that one. Dale in 8th. Hedgehall 9th. Buckley 10th. Bolchik 11th after starting on pole. Maffey 12th. Hurler 13th. Slavchev, who we are following here, is in 14th. Itri 15th. Chief Inspector Colombo is in 16th. Bruce 17th. Bow. Moran, Deary, Dabrowski, Major, Kett. Kirkby 11 laps down. I forgot I picked up a stop go 30. Alright, when is Boyan going to crash here? I assume it's at the Kyalami Salami. I mean, it has to be, right? That's where the money has to be.
Everyone crashes it. No.
No? Right, you've lied to me, Boyan. 34 and 36. You ain't oh! Right, 35. Ooh, yep. Okay.
Oh, he nearly kept it.
He nearly kept it. He was just trying to hold it in there. Okay.
Tank slapper on the go. Nearly saved it, but...
And then I think we have... no, you're all good, boy. The last couple of laps... Yeah, I think... Okay, so you're here as well, boy. So I think we've got... Osric... Bruce, I think, gets involved in this. Slavchev is involved as well, and Liam Deary. Ooh, hello.
Been out the inside.
I wonder if that's a... Is that a car? Oh no, that is Bruce. Okay,
Nathan's back for some more.
Yeah, he's he's not standing for that. He's absolutely launched it.
Taking his name back.
So was that something that happened before? Or? I'm a bit confused now as to where this. Sorry, as I
supposedly.
There was another contact.
Oh, with Liam and Osric hunting to the hairpin. That's 37.
Yeah, so I think there's there's potentially another one here. Down the hill, I think. Oh, it's actually a wild pull. Yeah, this is it.
Facing the wrong way.
Liam, we've got you and Osric as well. Oh.
Apparently I sound like Phil Mitchell on here.
What?
Fucking... There's some dickhead in the chat, isn't there?
Well,
Who's that? Freaking.
some dickhead who finished behind both of us yesterday, so
Yeah.
you can ignore him. Right.
Yeah. Couldn't hear him from all the way down the back of the grid.
Yeah. And I think we have. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I think Osric's tyres have gone at this point, and he's struggling to brake. There you go, a little beat there. For good measure. So, what that means is, Night Boy, thanks for stopping by. God, it's 9 o'clock. I haven't even got to split 2 yet. So, if you don't mind, Liam, I'm going to skip your quality lap, even though it was super cool.
Go for it. Yeah, I'm not bothered.
So we are going to get Maganowski crossing the line on his. I definitely said his surname wrong there. Is this the checkered flag? Is it going to come out? Is it going to come out? Is it going to come? There it is. Congratulations, Camille. I'm pretty sure that's your debut. Diaz is going to come home in a very respectable P2. Prentice is actually going to finish P4 because he's got a 5-second penalty, hasn't pitted. And Bob Jones has done a Lando Norris and on the last lap has kept it within 5 seconds, which means he's gone scenario 7 and is going to get P3. So the podium for Bob Jones. Well done indeed. Yes, and there's one more question we need to ask ourselves. So Colombo's been disqualified at this point. So when do you have your crash? So you must have had it in here somewhere? If you're epileptic, I apologise. Does it happen here? 36. Okay, so chat, help me here. Ricardo has an accident and gets the old ACC. Oh god.
Nugget flag.
Oh god. Right. Yeah. Basically told to pit because you've got massive damage. And you've got 3 laps to do it.
Yeah.
But he's finished the race because he thinks he's got until the end of the 3rd lap to pit. 1, 2. I think it's because you passed the pit lane for the 3rd time. Is why you got disqualified.
Yeah, I guess as he went over the line, it registered that was the last.
Yeah, because if it's happened this lap, you must pit within 3 laps. Yeah, so I think it's because if it's happened this lap, you've passed the pits here, which is 1. You've passed the pits here, which is 2, and then you've technically passed the pits 1 more time on your last lap. So you've failed to pit within 3 opportunities to pit. I think that's how it works. So that's why you got disqualified. Enrico got disqualified because he caused too much damage. Well, because you hurt too many people, Enrico, or because you had too much damage? So I think that's why you've been disqualified. Because you had to pit then. And you missed it. But we have to go on to split 2. I think that's why. Which is very unfortunate. Okay. Split 2. Where are you? I don't want the highlights. Yeah, I think so. I think that's how it works. Okay. So, pit walk. Ba, ba, ba. So, congratulations on your pole, Liam.
Thank you very much.
There we go. In the
I had
Festico
Tommy in the chat saying that he didn't want me to put it on pole because he's a...
Oh, there we go. It's in the family. I know because Colombo is the husband of my daughter. Oh, God. Act nice.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Enrico is the godfather, so...
Yeah.
Right. Don't punt him. God. Right, so Liam first. Zvonimir
That's how he
second.
gets revenge for hating his father-in-law.
Goran, talk about Goran in a sec, is 3rd. Lorenzo 4th. Eric 5th. Oh, look at that. I'm up in 6th. Wonderful. is it Declan, I think, Brogan 7th, Evo in 8th, Bradley 9th, good qualifying from Bradley, Jimmy Lynn in 10th, Gilles is in 11th, Verboben 12th, Atkins all the way down in 13th, Simon Wester 14th, Jeffrey Witter up in 15th, Fairweather 16th, Sorensen 17th, Dave Elbow Ogden in 18th, Nikolic, oh hang on, do I have this one? I do. Nikolic is in 19th, Clausen in 20th, Tom Week in the first OnlyFans McLaren is in 21st. Rajcevic? Yeah, close enough. Rajcevic 22nd. Then we have Mazan 23rd, Werther 24th, Fox in the second OnlyFans McLaren in 25th. Lorena Vicious 26th, Fernandez 27th, Mr. Gregory Ellis in his Silk Cut McLaren 28th, Thomas Taylor 29th, Napic 30th, Eckert 31st, Balatinets. Ah, pretty good. 32nd, Jennings 33rd. I forced enter. There we go. So Enrico is both the godfather and the muscle for PLR. Good stuff. Right. Let's get cracking.
See, Jeffrey's updated us for the Germany score as well.
Oh, Germany are winning. Good.
Yeah, no surprises there.
Right. What happened on lap 1? Oh, yes. Okay. There are a couple of things that happened on lap 1. I think that's the main one that happened on that one. Fairweather and Mazan as well. Okay, I gotcha. I know where we are.
We've only got a couple, haven't we?
Yeah.
For lap 1. It was fairly clean, really.
There's a very interesting one. What is Paul? You're young. Don't you worry about it. You stay in school. The Cookie Monster livery is indeed a dairy livery. It is indeed. Yes, OnlyFans. Yes. Only fan belts.
Yeah, in the academy you get Conrad sends you pictures as well. It's not just tips on how to race faster.
So that's what he was doing.
And he gives you tips on how to finish faster as well. Not in the race, but
it's funny. I was talking about the Cookie Monster livery. I was watching Lorenzo's stream last night after the race, and my googly eyes in your rear view mirror are hilarious. So they have worked perfectly. It's a scary thing. Right, I'm actually going to go. It's an interesting start from where I was, so we'll watch that to begin. So Evo does a whole bunch of people there. So he's on a one-stop strategy. So I think he does me around the outside here. Yeah, I think he gets Eric as well.
Something happened somewhere. I remember watching the replay. But
yeah, I think there's a little touch, but with Samoe, but he kind of loses it himself. Yeah, with Verboven. It's just one of those things. I think there's a little touch between Trizoldi and. But again, this is very clean considering the number. Look at the number of cars in the background there. Like,
did we have the most out of all the splits again? Split 2?
Split 1 may have had more actually.
Ooh.
Yeah, Split 1's been very well attended this year. It's been good to see. I need to find who I'm looking for. Here we go. So, you can see Goran already a bit wibbly wobbly. So that's Trizoldi up the inside, and he's gone wide.
Okay.
And
he's
then
decided to take a shortcut. Oh god.
Just rejoined in front of McKenna.
What was that?
So if we watch this from.
Why did he cut in the first place?
I think he.
Can we get him on board from his?
Yeah, so he's he's left the league for the rest of the season because he's not happy with how he's driving. So first of all, Goran, respect to you for your honesty and you know, admitting that you. I think he's so worried about hitting people, it makes it worse. You know, when you're in that kind of position, and it's happened to all drivers. Like
you make it happen. Like you
yeah,
think,
exactly,
don't do it,
because you're overthinking it, and you're not driving naturally, and you end up making things worse. So I think he gets a bit of understeer here, or oversteer, or yeah, he just loses it, and then Trizoldi sends out the inside, and he's so petrified that he's going to turn in on him that he just bails. But then,
to be fair, oh lord,
it's the rejoin that's the problem. Like it's just. Well, so if you look at it from Eric's point of view, it's like, no, he's not. He's not. Oh god! Eric does it really well here. He sacrifices himself essentially, and then actually hits him rejoining. Just to really set it off. But yeah, I mean, from my point of view.
Well, if Goran's in the chat, I think one tip we can start with is move your brake bars forward because it's on 55, and in the Audi that's going to kill you on most corners.
Oh really? Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Well, like I had mine at 57.4, and that was like getting a fair bit of oversteer on entry.
Well, there we go. Get yourself in the academy.
Yeah.
Lauren. That's what it's there for. But you know, he's absolutely 100% more than welcome back. Like, I think he's just. We've all been there as drivers. No, he didn't. Yeah, he. I think he appreciates. He's just not in a good place at the moment. So this, So this is the other thing that happened in that one. This is interesting. Which you've got. I think it's better to see it from Mazan's point of view. So you've got Mazan following Fairweather down here. So Craig's gone quite far left. Mazan's quite narrow, and then Craig cuts all the way across.
Sort of that's such a long braking zone as well.
Yeah, like I'm not sure you can really put that on Mazan because on lap 1 are you expecting to move someone to do that? I'm not sure you are. That's an interesting one.
We just call that an incident because the only person who came out of it badly was the person that
cut all the way across.
Kind of put themselves there.
Yeah. Right, so. For once I'm near the front, so we're going to watch a bit of me. No, there's a really interesting bit here with myself and Trizoldi, and then a three-way. So we'll give that a little look.
Oh, that sounds like something from OnlyFans.
Yeah, well, there we go. Racing line. Racing line means very little on lap 1 when there are cars everywhere. Cutting all the way across in front of other cars. If you look what every other car is doing there, they are not taking your line.
Yeah, they've picked the outside line. You've kind of got to stay there.
You've got to assume you're going to go too wide. Right.
Who's this, Lorenzo?
Yeah. This is Lorenzo.
Lorenzo and eBay. He's done well to stay alongside you.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, I've got this. He's going to give it up. He didn't. And then what happens here is I come up here and I accidentally don't drop. I think I've dropped down to first. I move up to third. Yeah. So I have no acceleration. Which then means I have Atkins on the left and Brogan on the right. Down here, this is petrifying. Absolutely petrifying.
Oh my. That was so close.
Yeah, because I had Tom on my left. I had Tommy on my left. I didn't like. Ugh.
Yeah, you know what Tommy's like. You don't want to get near him.
Yeah, exactly. So I was like, I need to give him at least 2 meters. So that was good fun. I think we also then on this lap had a Megaro and Witter incident, which has happened here because Megaro is in the wall. Yeah, that was petrifying going down that down the mine shaft 3 wide.
I don't think Jeffrey had much luck this race because I remember later in the race he was facing the wrong way at some point as well. Oh, we got clipped by someone as well.
So
who hit him?
Who's behind?
Is it like or something red?
I have a feeling it might be this. Oh no, it's Gilles. Oh no, he's got oversteer. Yeah.
He wasn't trying to go there.
Right. Whoa, dearie. Gilles not had a good. Oh god, what's happened to Werther's in there as well? What has he been caught out in this? Oh god, look at this! Is disgusting. Look at this. Both of them. This should be banned. Oh, I'm glad you've crashed, Kenneth. Can't have both of you together. Whoa. Oh, he's driven into the back of him.
Oh, yeah.
I should laugh.
Trying to become one.
Oh no, he's just driven into the back of him. Well, that's karma for you, isn't it? It's like Mother Nature's just like, no, you're too close. Enough. you must be distanced. Good stuff. Sorry, that was unfortunate. Unlucky, Kenneth, but you know.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. Whilst I'm laughing at you.
Yes. Right. I think Tommy is the next load of stuff we need to look at. But there were some really good battles. I know you checked out and won by a country mile, but there were some really good battles throughout the field in Split 2 last night. It was really, really good. And kind of what I'm gonna go to. We're gonna watch Tommy for a couple of laps while I have a little chat about stuff. So we're gonna go. He's batting with. Tommy, as usual, was the cork in the bottle. Too slow for his own good. So we'll watch from Optimus' point of view. This is the first year we've gone to 3 splits, obviously, which, and especially in Split 2, and in Split 3, and hopefully in Split 1 as well. It means the racing is so much closer. And you're going to be battling pretty much all the time with someone unless something goes horribly wrong. And what we've actually seen is that the number of incidents hasn't really increased, which you would expect given actually how many more battles there are per race between people.
I think people have got more used to racing close together.
Yeah, unfortunately some people have had some bad luck where they've been taken out more than others, which happens. Like Bob Jones has had it, I've had it, Greg has had it. You know, you just keep getting caught up in things that aren't really your fault. Is it lap 7? I think it. Anyway, what I will say is, just because things are happening to you doesn't mean that's happening to everyone and is kind of a reflection of the whole league. Sometimes you just get bad luck, right? And also sometimes people don't quite appreciate that sometimes they're to blame as well. Because I've seen essentially every single incident report for the past 10 seasons at PLR, which is a lot of incident reports. The standard of driving is actually improving. You may not feel it sometimes, and it's never ever going to be perfect when people are, you know, fighting with each other. That's not motor racing.
Yeah, I'm glad this is all virtual and they wouldn't have to
pay
for anything.
No, exactly. Well, but people would drive differently, right? If they actually had to pay for it.
Well, Enrico wouldn't because he's
But what I will say is, please do us have the decency to at least give the stewards a chance to do their job. If you're going to complain about other things that have happened to you, we had something happen at the end of Walton Park in Split 2, and someone was essentially saying they were retaliating for things that had happened to them earlier. It's not on you as a driver to retaliate. If you don't tell the stewards can't do anything about it. Admin can't do anything about it. We've disqualified one person from Split 3 already for poor driving standards. We are more than happy to give people penalties and disqualify them if they are not driving up to the standards that we expect and are not willing to learn. And I think what you need to appreciate is people make mistakes, that's fine. Especially, unfortunately, Split 3, but Split 2 as well, as Goran has shown, by leaving the league voluntarily. Just show a little bit of patience and we'll get there. There is a really good core of drivers here that's growing season on season. That, you know, that there's some really good racing. Just if you get caught in more things than you would like, firstly, I'm sorry, but sometimes that's racing, and I'm sorry. That's just bad
That
luck.
was a nice move.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, as we watch Dave elbows Ogden carve his way through.
So I took a season out at one point, and I
exactly.
because I kept
exactly.
getting hit. Like I was like, no, I was like, I just can't be bothered.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
I was putting in all
to
the
of us.
practice, and like lap 2 or 3 or whatever, I'd just be getting taken out. I was like, no.
There is nothing more frustrating than putting a week's worth of practicing in. Are you also using instant reporting or only highlight reporting? I don't know what that means.
I think it means, are you looking at the instant reports as well as the highlights, like that people have reported?
I will be. Yes, I will be.
Occasionally,
Yeah. For this particular race, yeah, I will be. You're gonna have ups and downs, and no race, let alone season, is ever going to be completely clean. It's just impossible when you've got. Otherwise, it's not a race. You know, people are always going to be pushing the edges of things. I think, does it happen here?
It's Dave's crash.
Yeah. Oh, look at that! He's a disgusting driver. That Thomas Atkins, he killed me at Massano. What is this?
Neither of them wanted to back out, did they?
No. I mean, these two came together at Spa, didn't they, a couple of times, I think. He's double tapped him. He's just driven on. Disgusting. 30-point penalty. Easy. Easy.
It's a race ban, I reckon.
God, that's tough, isn't it? I mean, what's actually happened there?
I think Dave's gone for the squeeze, and Tommy's
coming to try and squeeze it back preemptively. Yeah. That's two people who both don't want to give up the line into the kink. So, that's a tough one.
I know Dave wanted the place there, but that would probably be the time when you back out, because you'll know you're faster than that person, so you'll get him eventually. But
that's a tough one, because Tommy, you could argue, could stay more to the left, but Dave could also stay more to the right. It's up to Dave as to whether he wants to report that or not. I have a feeling he won't, but we'll see. Okay. So.
What have we got?
12?
Yeah, Christoffel, lap 12. I think it's just him crashing on the last 2 corners.
Good.
Salami got him.
Oh, he's up in P9 here. Yeah, okay, so lap 12.
We got, and there's Simon and Christoffel at the bottom of the hill.
Okay.
So I'm guessing.
Is that lap 14 or?
I'm sure it said 12. Yeah, it was just 14. Sorry.
14. Yeah, okay. I think we've got another one lap 14.
Yeah, 2 lap 14s.
Oh, that's with Simon. That's the same one. Okay, that's the same one. Yeah. Oh, and he's been salamied. Yeah. Oh, you've actually saved that okay, to be fair. Oh, God. Oh, no, he's been... Oh, Dave... He's put his indicator on. Yeah. No, there's elbows. In he comes. I want to see that from Dave's point of view first, because... And then we'll look at Bradley. Dave's like, I can get both of these on the inside, right? Yeah. Oh, no. Yeah. No, that's just unfortunate.
Just unfortunate, yeah.
So what's Bradley done on the outside here? I mean, Bradley's done the right thing, right? You've got nowhere else to go. You've got to go on the outside.
Yeah, go to the right. And then Christoffel's just outbraked himself.
He's just drifted out. Yeah, that's
probably just where he's got dirty tyres, isn't he?
Yeah. He's braked. He's trying to... Yeah, that's unfortunate. Chris, he's put his indicator on, bless him.
Maybe he's done that on purpose or in panic, but...
Okay, and then lap 14, Simon and Christopher, right? Is that down into the...
I think it's down the hill. I think.
Okay.
A quick look. Yeah. Down the hill.
It was good to see Bradley have a good race yesterday, but I think he pitted.
Oh dear. Oh, Bradley.
Oh, Christopher.
I mean, that would have worked had he kept turning.
Yeah.
And he straightened up and...
Did he actually straighten up though, or did he just...
Just understeer. understeer.
Just understeer, yeah, just a bit too much speed, unfortunately.
Poor old Simon had a good race at Alton, didn't he?
Well, I think he still finished relatively high here. He has a very interesting battle with Evo, which we will get to.
Who's awesome, man? He said league ban for Bradley, only option.
Yeah, well, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, yeah.
Dan Moran's off.
There we go. We got the master in chat. Conrad says if he would have written, yeah, that's one of the things that it took me a long time to learn. That actually, sometimes releasing the brakes almost slows you down more or helps you turn more. Right?
Yeah,
so,
that's that trail brake. Like you want to be like 0.5% or like half your braking force as you'll come into the apex almost, and then just like coming off slowly. But I think Tommy was struggling with time here, and so I said to him, I was like, "This is a heavy trail braking track, but especially corners like that one just gone."
Yeah, yeah, which you just kind of got ease yourself around it, kind of thing.
Yeah,
yeah.
Because you want to get a bit of oversteer, but then it all goes off camber, and it's just...
It's a very interesting track.
Yeah. Tricky corners.
Right, so then we've got 29 and 30 are the last bits and bobs.
I put one in for 25, but I don't think it's come up.
Okay. Oh, that's probably the other one, isn't that? 26. Okay, close enough.
26 over here.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Christopher was full on brakes. Yeah.
Is there not one for a report for... Have we had Jeffrey's one yet?
What's Jeffrey's one?
It's not on there. So, I think it was a couple of laps before, so it must be about 23 maybe?
Right.
Who's he battling with? I can't remember.
Is it Mazan?
He's battling with Mazan, I think, yeah.
So we'll watch this for a bit.
It's round T1, I think. Like, okay. Yeah, Jeffrey gets spun around T1.
Oh, because then he's just stuck there, isn't he? Yeah.
I nearly hit him, and then the same thing happens with Mazan a few laps on the one I've just put up.
What I will say is, at this point, so you're leading, Zvonimir second, Lorenzo third, myself fourth, Tommy Atkins fifth.
Leaves in P4.
P4, beautiful. Tommy Atkins P5, Jimmy Lynn sixth, Radosevich, Nikolic, Zoricic, Taylor. Zoricic was very quick early on, but as you can see, he pitted. Now, there's a very interesting bit which will become useful to note later.
Lorenzo's
we have, just in time, Lorenzo. We have with us Sebastian Clausen, who pitted earlier. I think he maybe got in an accident early doors. You can see he pitted lap 4.
Right,
and he was
driving quicker than you.
Yeah, he was driving with me and Lorenzo for literally 20 laps. So here is just ahead of Lorenzo. Lorenzo gets ahead. Where does he get ahead? Here-ish, so lap 16. I then get ahead a couple of laps later, and he's with us the whole time.
Whole way.
Yeah, so that will become... And he was super patient and respectful like that, because he was like on my bumper like the whole time. But anyway, we'll get to that. Where is Jeffrey? Should we try and find his crash? Jeffrey, are you in chat? Can you tell us when it was? I'm guessing it's lap 25, considering how big the how long the lap time is here.
I'm sure it's down here just after T1. Either he loses... Oh, here we go.
Oh, he's gone deep.
It's just on this little kink bit after the kink.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Oh.
I mean, that's not his fault. He's been pushed onto that curb.
Who was that?
He can't go any further left. Was it... Who was in the green one?
Where is he? This guy. Brogan. Because Brogan was fighting with me and Tommy earlier on. I think he pitted as well.
Yeah.
So what's happened? So yeah, Jeffrey's gone deep. Brogan's come around. Jeffrey's there.
It's just left him no space on the inside.
Yeah, I mean that curve is always going to kill you.
But then I nearly hit Jeffrey as I came through.
So Jeffrey is stuck. Yeah. Because that happens. Is he not stuck again later? I think at some point. Jeffrey, do you get stuck? Yeah, okay, here we go. Yeah. I was going to say, this is not where I drove past Jeffrey. This is where I drove past Jeffrey. Yeah. I think Jeffrey's at this point is like, right, what do I do? Because there are so many cars going past here.
Yeah.
I thought the incident happened here, but no.
I thought you had paused it. I didn't realise he's just
he's just sat there waiting. Oh, Jeffrey. I think he had a few incidents. He had that one with Bagheera early on. That wasn't his fault either. One of those races there, Jeffrey. Yeah. One of those races. Oy, oy, oy. Okay, and you're one with
26 going
26
around where Jeffrey's about to go now.
Mazan, was it?
Mazan, yeah, I didn't. He had been in a tussle with someone, and I just came around. You have to watch it from my point of view. I came around the corner, and it was just it's like the horrible corner.
Was he on? Was it that 25 he did it?
26.
26.
It was my lap 26, so I don't know whose replay it is, but
yeah, it's mine. So it's your lap 26. Okay, so oh, that's Jeffrey.
Yeah, there's the Jeffrey. Don't know if everyone's just getting this lag, but
oh, am I lagging? Should I pause?
Yeah. It seems to have gone back right now.
Okay.
Because when I came around this corner, I thought he was moving. The wheels started turning as I went past him.
Oh God! Oh Jesus!
I was like praying. I was like, please don't move.
Where's my mouse? There's my mouse.
It was a lot worse in person.
Yeah, I was going to say. Yeah.
I was shitting myself. I don't remember when the yellow flag came. I think it was about now.
Yeah, there. It's just appeared to the right. Oh God, he's right there as well. God. What happened to him?
I think he might have just lost it.
It's so easy. I mean, so many of the... Oh, it's Brogan again.
Is there any instant reports against Brogan?
Not that I've seen, but...
Oh, wow.
But is it on Brogan? Yep. He's just
I don't think that's Brogan's fault, though, is it? Like, they carried on round the corner together, and Mazan kind of just ran a little bit wide into him.
Yeah, interesting one. I don't know.
Well,
if it gets submitted, yeah, you probably need to look on the onboards and stuff and see. Yeah. That's an interesting one.
That's not a corner I'd want to send up on the inside on. To be
no,
fair.
It's not. You don't often see many overtakes there, do you? For a reason.
What else have we got?
Okay, so we've got.
There's you and Lorenzo.
Yeah, that's.
I know we've got Evo and
Evo
Simon.
And Simon 26 onwards.
With some.
Yes, there's some interesting.
Okay.
So we'll tackle this first, and then we'll finish with myself and Lorenzo. So I have looked at quite a lot of this. It's interesting. Where is it?
P13.
Yeah. So
is it already started at this point?
I think it's already. So Evo has pitted. Simon hasn't. So Evo has really good pace. I think he was up in P2 earlier in the race. He got past Zvonimir.
Yeah.
But was obviously on less fuel. So yeah. But he's also, I'm guessing at this point, on fresh tyres. And defending from Simon. Now, Evo has, I think, sent in a couple of reports for. Someone sent in a couple of reports. I'm not a split 2 steward, so there's a lot of very kind of hard racing between these two, but it's.
I mean if that's been reported, that was just an incident.
Yeah, there's a lot of this. I think Evo gets frustrated.
That was just a door bang
because he is quicker, but he's not quite quick enough to get past.
Yeah.
And Simon's not giving it up. Yeah. And unfortunately, Evo, and I know you're in chat, you do something very naughty once you actually get past.
There was nothing wrong with that defence.
No. And we will look at that. Okay, so you're not going to catch him now, it's just waiting for him to catch up a bit. Inside again. So yeah, I think this goes on for a couple of laps, but I want to give full context for what happens at the end again. That's just a little door bang. That's yeah.
There
I hadn't
was
seen that one before.
yeah. Like I mean, there was space, but only just.
Yeah.
That was cutting it a bit fine.
Yeah, it was. That was. Yeah, there's a little flash from Evo. He's not happy about that one. Okay, one flash is enough, Evo, for future reference. But yeah, I think I'd be annoyed at that one as well. Everything else before that we saw was okay. Let's keep watching this. It's like live Judge Judy or something at this point. You're not going to send out the inside there. Come on. Yeah, okay. Right, I think this is the second of a couple of incidents down this straight between the two of them. Yeah,
I mean,
I think
Simon's showing what he wants to do.
Ooh. See, this is tricky because the track does kink right.
Yeah, so Simon's following the pit lane exit line.
Yeah, and Evo's going straight.
Yeah.
And then they both get a bit argy-bargy. That's, as you said earlier, 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, I think.
Yeah.
There goes Greg. Because I was in a voice chat with Greg and he was watching this whole thing and giving me live updates on it. I just kept hearing, ooh. Because Greg wanted them to kill each other. So he could get 2 free places. I think he let Evo pass because he didn't want to get involved in that. So.
Yeah. The one thing that annoys me about this game is how small touches like that seem to have like big consequences. You watch them in real life and they're always banging doors and like the collision model seems to make people bounce off each other rather than like there's no give in the cars.
But I mean, you can see how quickly Evo catches up, right?
Yeah.
I mean, one lap he gains what, 3 seconds, 2-3 seconds.
Yeah. It's an art, isn't it? Defending, but also
exactly.
it.
I mean, I've only seen one questionable thing from Simon,
and
that was in the S's, I think, at this point.
Yeah.
But I can also see why Evo was frustrated, and Evo hasn't done anything particularly wrong yet. But I think this might be the lap he does. So let's see. So I think he gets past here. Again, like
Evo moving to the left.
Yeah, he's kind of.
Yeah, he'd go into the left.
Yeah. He's turning into the apex when there's a car next to him.
Yeah.
So you're not going to get the apex. So again, they're side by side.
Wasn't a big move, but.
And then we're going to move to this view. This is what I'm not a fan of. Watch this. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, that last. I would argue like left and then right before the braking zone, but then that last move back to the left
that
was too much.
That is not okay either. You're going to get a penalty for that.
Like had he stayed on the inside there, I would have said like it was questionable, but yeah, that move back to the left again was.
I mean that's straight up weaving. I mean there's no other way of saying it's not changing line. That's straight up weaving and not letting him pass.
Yeah.
That's fine, Evo, but he also had the pace on you. You're going to get a penalty for that. I'm just letting you know now. I understand your frustration. You can't do that. So, look, it was hard. Well, he doesn't have to let him pass. So, I mean, they were fighting for position. It was hard. It was frustration, but he also blocked him trying to make a move back for the position, so he will get a penalty for it. So,
my advice would have been to Evo was, every time you came down to T1, and he'd move to the left, stay to the left, and then before the braking zone, move back to the right, and just get the run on him in the exit. You had like 2 or 3 attempts to do that, but you stayed narrow with him.
Yeah, and I'll just respond to Evo's. I didn't weave 5 times. Yeah, but the rule is, if you're on the racing line, you're essentially allowed to do one move off the racing line and then back onto the racing line, right? I know you're not on the racing line here, but you've done a move here which isn't the general kind of drift over to the racing line. So this is move 1. Move 1. You haven't even finished the move and you're going back right again. So that's move 2. and then you're doing a third one straight back again. You can't do that. You can't
you
drive
separate.
behind that. Like, it's impossible. I understand you were frustrated, but you're getting a penalty for that. Like, there's no two ways about it. So just forewarning you. Now, potentially, if you submitted the S's incident with Simon, he might get a penalty for that. That was the only one that looked a bit iffy from what I saw. Otherwise, it was hard defending. You were faster, and you were frustrated. But Simon didn't do that much wrong. Right. We'll move on from that. Where do I get past Lorenzo here, I think? So, I'd been behind Lorenzo all race. Like, literally, the furthest I was 2.5 seconds behind at one point maybe, but like we were always within distance. He makes a little mistake here. And I finally get past. I say finally get past, I was only close to him for a little bit coming. So, this is nice. And I said to Lorenzo in the DM, I like racing against him. We always give him space. Each other space, and it's nice knowing the drivers you can race side by side with. So I get him down here. I think this is 10 laps left at this point? Yeah, ish. So I was pretty happy at this point, but I was like, okay, now I need to hold on to this for 10 laps, so that's going to be good fun. But behind us still is...
Just to add on to that, I had a really good race with Lorenzo at Alton. I know we had incidents, not me and him, but with other people, and he had crashes and whatever. But like whenever we were near each other, it was always like close. No one ever crashed into each other.
So this is Sebastian. So he's been, and I have to repeat this, he's been following us like a saint for about 20 laps at this point. Zero complaints, I think, from both myself and Lorenzo. He was in front of us, between us, behind us, driving our pace the whole time. Zero issues. Unfortunately for him, Napic is closed in behind. I think he's more worried about him, and then this happens.
Oh.
So yeah, that sucked. So I think I get like 7 seconds ahead up here. And I was actually closing in on Zvonimir, but I was like...
You breathed a sigh of relief there.
Yeah, I was happy with that. And then you can see Christoffel there ahead. I actually let Christoffel and Napic through. So, Lorenzo, this is why you closed into me towards the end. Because I was like, I'm just going to let these drivers go because I don't want to get punted. And then it turns out Lorenzo got really close to me, but he was like 1.5 seconds behind. I was like, oh, I've left that too close. But yeah, it was a really good race. Do we have anything else to look at? Don't think so.
They're having a bit. The handbags are coming out in the chat. Like,
oh, really?
Yeah.
Yes, I paid Clausen to do it. Yeah. No, I completely disagree with Mario Dalmatian. It was for position. If you're a racing driver, you do not give up that position. He was defending perfectly legally. Absolutely not. I understand it was frustration.
Had it been the beginning of the race and Simon had made up like 15 positions from something, and you were only 5 minutes or whatever into the race, and it gained him nothing, then fair enough. But there was only 10, 15 minutes to go. Like,
I have watched the all of the 4 laps. I've gone back and watched the replay. I've seen the steward submissions. There is nothing that bad in there. I understand it's frustrating, but no.
If your strat is to pit and then rely on being faster than the cars in front of you, you've got to expect people to defend. Like, everyone's just not going to let you by near the end of the race.
Unfortunately, Evo, it's on you. You can't just expect people to let you have position. It's just not going to happen.
Like, he's obviously fast. I think Evo just needs to practice passing people. That's it. Like, if you've got that much, if you're someone
you're
said
so
if
much
you're 4
quicker.
seconds
Yeah.
faster, you should be able to pass someone easily if you've got 4 seconds pace on someone.
And that isn't. I'm not. It feels like I'm slam dunking on you here. Either,
No,
but,
no, even
for me, it's better missing breakpoints. Well, no, because you'll also get a place penalty then as well, Hugo. So let's not talk about that, shall we? It was hard fighting. And it wasn't all race. It was the last 15 minutes, and he was defending him well. I think he defended him for one lap, and I was like, "Oh, I can do this." So why would you not keep trying to do it? It is what it is. Not everyone's going to agree the whole time, but
no, they must.
no,
Everyone must agree.
You must agree with Admin. But what I can say is, I don't think Simon's getting a penalty there, and Evo, I think you are. So take from that what you will. Can we see the googly eyes in Lorenzo's mirror for comedic relief? Yes. We've got to go further back when I'm actually behind him, but yeah. When do I get close? Look at those googlies. Look at them. Here they come.
Lorenzo's shaking in his boots.
Look how close I am now.
I could just imagine him on his stream. Mamma mia! The googlies!
The googlies are coming. Yeah, he's... the googlies up the inside. But look, Evo, I'm more than happy to talk you through it. Lewis, the spotter on ACC doesn't work properly, crew chief. It tells you false information. So it may tell you things, it's just not necessarily true. Right. So
I just have it on for realism most of the time. Just there's a voice. I'm not sitting there in silence all race.
Is this your last lap? I think it's your last lap. So congratulations. I mean, you've won by a mile.
Cool.
Really, really. Is that your second win of the season?
Yes, yeah.
It is indeed. Nice. Zvonimir, another strong. So it's, I think that keeps Zvonimir at the top of the championship. You've closed in a little bit. We'll have to find a way to give him a massive penalty.
Yeah, I think Zvonimir's quite far ahead now, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. Because you got a DNF, didn't you, in one of the races?
I've got to do. Yeah, I don't want to go to split one, so
yeah.
I'll let Zvonimir take that.
I got a podium. There we go. I've had a good season. I've got a podium.
Congratulations!
Thank you.
See, when you don't have accidents and you finish a race.
Yeah, I've got a decent pace when I'm not taken out on that one. And only have one person to kind of attack or defend who gives me space. So yeah, happy days. Congratulations for your wins.
The pit wall. Celebrate my teammates.
Me P3, Lorenzo P4. So fortunately, I'd like to say that punt from Clausen cost him 0 positions because I had him anyway. This person in P5, whoever he is.
Yeah, we don't know.
Jimmy very close behind in P6. Goran, his last race of the season in P7. Tom Week, a really good recovery 0 pit drive in P8. Evo, oh god. Did Evo get him? I'm going to send it. Oh! Okay. Evo is not in the mood today, clearly. What happens here? No, you're actually okay there, Evo, I think.
Oh, coming back.
He's done it around the outside. Nice! Okay, no, that's fine. Yeah.
Who was he passing?
Tom Week.
Yeah, Tom was drifting out.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
that's okay. Thomas Taylor P10, Fairweather P11, Bradley P12, Westerer down to P13. Look at that, Evo. You finished 5 places ahead of him. Stop complaining. Craig P14, Werther P15. Oh, good recovery after that incident. Sorensen P16, Fernandez 17th, Mazan, Dave Elbows Ogden 19th, Nikolic Fox, Verboven, Balatinats, Clausen, Samoe, Witter, Lorena Vicious, and Rajcevic. So there we go. So next week, we have a double sprint race at Barcelona. So 2 30-minute races. Both races will be worth half points, so the round as a total is worth the full amount. So yeah, we will see you there. We can see the next round of Zoricic versus Westerer. I'm looking forward to that. We're going to have to start picking sides in chat. Team Evo. Thank you, Liam, for joining.
At the end.
Yes, exactly. Yes. But yeah, so 2 sprint races. We'll see how split 3 do there. You get 2 chances at a lap 1. So we'll see whether split 3 finally fucks it up. Let's see. There we go. Simon's going to tickle you over the chicane, so they're already being friends. Right.
I'll put my money on Dale.
Dale.
He's the catalyst.
Yeah, he's going to bin it at the chicane and take everyone out. Yeah. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining. If you feel like I've attacked you personally, I apologise. I just, if you're in chat, I'm going to talk you through it and let you know what I think. Hopefully you think that's okay. Thank you very much, Liam, for joining again. And
thank you for having me.
For your win.
Enjoyed it.
And we will see you all again next Tuesday. Good luck on Monday.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.